What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. Today I am doing my 2022 makeup favorites. It's going to be my personal makeup favorites that I have loved over the past year. So it's not going to be like makeup kit favorites. It's just going to be makeup that I have been using and reaching for constantly. I don't have a ton of products, but I have a decent amount. We have some foundation, some face makeup, some bronzers, some blushes, concealers, mascara, lip oils, lip liners, and a favorite perfume and a powder. So if you're interested in videos like this, then let's get started. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the skin first. I have two favorite foundations I've discovered this year and used a ton. The first foundation is going to be the Dior Forever Matte Foundation. This one I picked up towards the end of the year and I absolutely love this foundation. I actually really want to add it into my kit. I find that the coverage for this foundation is amazing. The way it applies onto the skin is really nice. It gives you a lot of coverage. It wears nicely, but it's matte, but not to a point where it's like super matte. If you're dry, it would still work for you. I did find that it kept my skin pretty matte throughout the day. I felt like my skin still looked like skin. I liked the longevity of it, the application of it. It didn't feel super heavy on my skin. So because of that, I really liked it. I enjoyed applying it. It didn't feel heavy, greasy, or anything like that. And I absolutely loved it, especially for when I knew I would have like a really long day. I oftentimes would reach for this, so I highly recommend this if you are a combination to oily. And as I said, for dry skin, I feel like this would work as well. The next foundation favorite I have is the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Weightless Matte Foundation, and this says that it is up to 24-hour wear with SPF 25. This foundation I found myself reaching for almost every single day when I would wear makeup. I wouldn't apply a lot of it, but I would just use it to even out my skin tone. Mine is in the shade 3.5 and it matches perfectly. This is one of those foundations where I felt like I didn't always have to set it with a powder. I felt like I could just put it on, throw a little bit of concealer on my cream, bronzer, and blush, and I was out the door. I didn't feel like I needed powder with it. I don't know why, but it wore beautifully on my skin. I felt like it didn't transfer on me at all. It wasn't heavy and it kept my skin looking matte and still like skin, which is why I really liked it. I would just switch off between like this on those days where I wanted a little bit more coverage, but if I was going out, I would use a little more of this or something like the Dior. But yeah, this is just a great foundation, I think, for every day, and this is one of those that I would definitely repurchase for myself again. The next product I have is my Jane Iredale Hydro Pure Serum. So I believe this was a relaunch for them. I think they either repackaged it or reformulated it, but either way, for me, this was my first time using it this year, and this product I truly fell in love with because of how lightweight it is, how hydrating it is, and how you can wear it under makeup or just by itself. Especially, I feel like if you are dry, you are going to absolutely love this, or if you're one of those people just really prefers like a lighter coverage with a little bit of concealer, this is another really great product. The way I found myself using it most often is on days where I just really didn't want heavy makeup on my face. I would just throw this on with a little bit of concealer under my eyes, blush, bronzer, and that is it. I just wanted like a little something, a little color on my skin just for like a more even tone, and this is the product that I would reach for constantly. I have also used this underneath foundation because it provides a little bit more hydration and a little bit more coverage. And as you guys know, I really don't use primer. It happened this year. I just like stopped purchasing primers and stopped using them, and so something like this I would just wear under makeup or like some sunscreen or something like that, and it works amazing for me. I really don't feel the need like I need a primer, but this has been a really great product, and I believe you can get 15% off on their website, janeiredale.com, with the code NINA15. I'll leave it down in the description box down below if you want to check out any products from them. But this is just something I'm so happy I discovered this year. It's just my go-to for lightweight makeup, or as I said, underneath a foundation. Now, a favorite concealer from this year, I think you guys seen me use this concealer in almost every single one of my get ready videos, and that is the One Size Turn Up the Base Concealer. This is what it looks like. You can see it here. Mine is in the shade Fair 3. It says it's a neutral red. I'm gonna swatch it for you in the back of my hand. You can see the consistency. I really want you to see the way it applies. Unless you've watched my videos, you've seen it 100 times. So you can see it looks like it's like super thick and like heavy coverage. So the reason why I love this is while it does have a lot of coverage, it is so incredibly blendable. It literally blends like a dream while still giving you that coverage you're looking for. And I use it under my eyes and I love it, you guys. This is my second or third tube of this concealer and I have a couple in my kit as well. I feel like I've been liking using it for like all of my clients, especially for mature clients, because I feel like it gives like just enough coverage while still keeping that under eye area hydrated. But I was gonna say I have it on today, but I don't have it on today. I have something else on. But this is just something I've been reaching for non-stop because of how easy it blends. When I'm doing my makeup, I want something quick. I want something easy. I don't want to sit there for a long time trying to blend out my concealer, and I don't want my under eyes to look dry. So I find that this concealer has been working the best for me. I used to love the Kosas one as well. I still love that one. The Kosas one was like a 2021 favorite, and then I discovered this one and I just fell in love. But it kind of compares to that one a little bit. I think the Kosas one is more like dewy and hydrated, where this one I feel like just gives you more coverage and has a little bit better staying power, I think. But yeah, I love this concealer. If you haven't tried it yet, I highly recommend you do because I think you won't be disappointed. Another concealer I tried this year and fell in love with is the Hourglass concealer. This is what the packaging looks like. You can see here. I got mine in the shade Cotton, and this is their Vanish concealer. Again, I'm going to swatch it for you guys. You can see here, this is the shade. Now that I think about it, I would really, every time I used it, I would just wish I had a color a little bit lighter. But you can see here, this concealer, I love it for the fact that it has really beautiful coverage. It covers so well. It's very pigmented and very like thick application, but it still blends super well. I think in comparison to the One Size concealer, I think it blends just a little bit faster and easier. It has more of that liquidy formula, whereas this concealer I feel has more of like a creamy formula, but it still blends easy. It's just a little bit more creamy, and I like it for, again, my under eyes, like this area, or for any breakouts I may have. I really prefer using this concealer, and Hourglass in general is a brand I really love. But yeah, so this was my discovery this year that I fell in love with. So sticking with the face, I have one and only favorite I have to share with you guys in terms of blushes, and that is, of course, drumroll please, the Rare Beauty blushes. You guys, I have every single color of these blushes. I bought every single like travel size packs because you literally need like the tiniest dot and it will literally cover both cheeks and plus another person and another person. You need the tiniest amount of these, and I really love the way they look, the way they blend. You can put them over your foundation before you powder your face. You can put them on after you've powdered your face. I've put them on at the end of the day when I'm touching up my makeup before I go out. I still put these on. They blend amazing. They don't pick up your foundation. They don't move your foundation. They blend so easy. The color payoff is to die for. They last amazing, and I think they're really easy to carry in your kit as well, because you would just take this out and apply some onto your palette and stuff like that and pick it up from the palette. So that's really easy and convenient. But yes, don't be afraid of cream products, you guys. This year has been a year for me where I fell in love with cream products, and I wish it's something that I did sooner. But just for fun, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch you this shade here. This one is called Encourage. So beautiful, obsessed. Let's blend it out a little bit. You see the color just keeps going, it keeps stretching, like you really need the tiniest amount. And it's great because it will last you for so long. Next, I have two bronzers that I've discovered this year and absolutely fell in love with. The first one being, of course, Milk Makeup Cream Bronzer in the color Bake. This is what it looks like. This is their full-size packaging now. I know it used to be a lot bigger, but I guess they reformulated and made them a lot smaller, which I can see why, because this truly lasts like forever. You can see the color here. I did mention it is in the shade Baked. Please don't mind my packaging. It is so dirty, you guys. I use this thing every single day. I'm gonna swatch it for you. on the back of my hand. You can see it here. I think it is the most beautiful color to like really warm up and bronze up your face, and I find that the use of this is so easy. It blends very easy as well, which is what you want when working with cream products. And I'll go ahead and kind of stretch it out for you guys so you can see truly what it looks like. It kind of looks orangey on camera, but I promise you it's really not, and it looks really natural in the skin. And this is something I've been loving. I use it like straight on, apply it straight onto my face and then blend it out, or I'll take a brush, pick it up, and then apply it onto my face. I love it every way. It is so good and something that I will always repurchase. The next thing I have is another cream product, and this time it is a contour. This is the KVD Gel Contour. This one is in the shade Light Medium Neutral. This is a gel formula, and I'm gonna put it next to the Milk Makeup. You can see it's a little bit more cool tone, which is what you want to really contour your face, and it blends out again super easy. Don't be afraid of the color because look at how sheer it goes on, and this is something I'll use to contour my face, and I love that it's a gel formula. I think it's very unique. I've never really tried anything gel before, but this is a really great product, and as you saw, it blends out super sheer. You can build it up. Sometimes I've used both of them together. It's amazing. Try it out. You'll love it. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry for the different lighting and angle right now. My camera battery died, so I had to charge it really quick, but we're gonna move on with our favorites of the year. Next, I'm gonna move on to my favorite mascara. For a lot of the year, I've had actually lash extensions on, but I went back to my favorite ever mascara, and that is the L'Oreal Telescopic. I'm sure you guys have heard of this. I mean, this mascara has been around for years, so I feel like everybody knows about it, but I feel like sometimes you just forget, and that's what happened to me. So when I got my lash extensions off, I was like, which mascara am I going to use now? I wanted to still look like I have like longer lashes because mine were a little bit on the shorter side. So I picked this one up, and I'm so happy I remembered it because I forgot how much I love it. It is literally one of the best mascaras for lengthening your eyelashes. It separates them, it lengthens them, and once it dries, it layers amazing. It's just one of the best on the market, and it's been around, as I said, forever. So it's just a mascara that I swear by and truly love a lot. Speaking of lashes, as I mentioned, I got my lash extensions off, and I started using religiously the Grande Lash Serum. So this is what it looks like. This is a lash serum for your eyelashes. You just do like a thin line along your lash line every single night, and this helps to keep your eyelashes very strong and thick, and it helps to lengthen them as well. It claims to just like enhance your lashes. For me, I find that it truly makes my eyelashes grow. They're just like thicker and longer, and I really notice a huge difference. And I'm like consistent with it, but not like super consistent. Sometimes I'll like skip a day or two, but still the results are incredible. So if you haven't tried this, I would definitely suggest you check it out. Next, I have my favorite lip liner of the year. My favorite lip liner I've discovered this year is the Rare Beauty lip liners. Two particular colors. It is Talented and the color Worthy. I mean, these lip liners in general, I haven't tried the other shades, but I kind of want to buy all of them, to be honest with you. So first I discovered Talented, and this one is, I'm wearing it today actually. It's more of like a true nude beigey peachy color. I feel like it goes with so many skin tones, and it reminds me a little bit of the Iconic Nude by Charlotte Tilbury. And then we have Worthy. I picked this up after I got Talented and fell in love with it. Worthy is a little more on like a pinky side, as you can see here. Here's the difference between the two. I truly love both of these. I don't keep them in my kit because they are retractable, so it's not like super sanitary, just a little harder to clean. But for my personal use, I absolutely love this. They're so creamy, so pigmented, they stay on so well, and the colors are gorgeous. Next, I have two lip oils and one lip gloss that are my favorites of the year. First, we have the Haus Labs lip oil. I feel like I've mentioned this like literally 200 times on my channel, and this one is in the color Secondary. So it's like the orange one that she has, and on the Sephora website it says it's the Lady Gaga's favorite one, but it doesn't come out orange. You can actually see how the brush is like tinted like a bright pink color. It's definitely more of like a sheer pinky shade and not orange, but I just love the feel of this. I feel like it's hydrating. It's super glossy, but I'm specifically in love with like that juicy like lip it gives you, so I would pair it with the Rare Beauty liners. I always just do the eyeliner and then I'll put this oil on top, and it is so good. The second lip oil is actually from Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, and this one is in the shade Candy Drip. It's like a true pretty bright, like a bubblegum pink color. So beautiful. I love these in the summertime, and I'm gonna swatch it for you guys as well. Like, oh, it is so good. Like, Dior doesn't stand anywhere near these lip oils. And this one though, however, the Jaclyn Hill ones, they have a bit more color. So if you prefer lip oils that have a little more color rather than just being sheer, this is it. So this is the Jaclyn Hill one right there. As you can see here, it definitely has quite a bit more color, and she has like a bunch of shades too. So if you're into lip oils with color, this is your go-to. And then we have a lip gloss that I fell in love with, and it's going to be the Gwen Stefani brand. I still don't even know what it's called, or GXVE. This is in the shade Dolled Up. It is like, you guys can see, like, I freaking love pink. It's like this like pretty pink color. Where should I put it? I'm gonna put it right here. This is it right here. It is just the most beautiful pink. Like, look at it. It is so nice. And this lip gloss is not super sticky. It smells like vanilla. So good. I love it. But yeah, I love the color of this lip gloss. It's so freaking pretty. Again, I pair it with the Rare Beauty lip liners, either Worthy or the Talented lip liner. It just looks so pretty together. This in the middle, so good. And then I have two favorite powders of the year. The first one being Huda Beauty Pound Cake. I don't have it with me right now. Both of them are in my kit at my studio. But it is the most beautiful blurring powder. I use Pound Cake the most. She has a bunch of different shades. It's been like blowing up on the internet this year, I feel like, but it is for a good reason, because it is that good. So I've been loving that one, like repurchased it again and again and again. But one that stands close to that one is the One Size powder. So this is the One Size translucent powder. This is what the packaging looks like. Very similar to the Pound Cake by Huda Beauty setting powders. This is what it looks like, and then you open this up and it has like a little sifter right in there. You guys, this powder is just great. Like, it does its job. It makes your makeup last. It is smooth. It is blendable. It just works really, really beautiful. And if they're sold out of the Huda Beauty one, I'll just pick this one up. I used it in my kit, and then this one I have for myself that I use. Love it so much. Okay, and the last thing I want to show you guys is a perfume. So this is Dolce & Gabbana The One. So this perfume I have a funny story about. This is what the bottle looks like so you can see better. And it has been my favorite perfume I've discovered this year. It is just like my baby. I love it so much. It smells incredible. I definitely don't think it's a scent that like everybody would like, but if you like sweeter musky scents but yet like kind of fresh but still musky, I think this would be one that you like. You can get this on Sephora, and I'm gonna read to you the scent type. It says warm and sweet, and then for keynotes it has amber, jasmine, peach, and vanilla. It smells so good, you guys. So someone I know actually was wearing this perfume, and every time she would like come in, I would be like, oh my god, like I'm obsessed. It smells so good. I just kept wanting to like smell her, and then eventually I was like, what perfume are you wearing, because I can't stop smelling you? And she was like, it's this one. So I just like gave her a compliment, and then she remembered, and then she literally comes in the next day and freaking bought me a bottle, and I almost cried. Like, it was just so sweet and thoughtful of her. But this, I'm just like, I would repurchase this again once I run out, because it is so good. I like sweeter, warmer, like vanilla, fruity scents. I feel like it's very much me, and this just perfectly describes like what I love. So yes, I've just never like seen anyone like talk about it, but just wanted to mention it in this video and share it with you guys. So that is it for all of my favorites for this year. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.